Hey folks, we are live, just waiting for the last few Zams. Feeling pretty good that this is the right rink because I see some Colorado TC19s in the blues. See Riedlinger 45, Baylog 27, so I know I got the right rink in Dallas this time. Ironic and funny that I could get the wrong rink in Dallas even when I'm not actually in Dallas, like I did the previous game, but hey, this time we're gonna get it right. So we're running a little bit behind time, but we'll give it a shot here. Second game of the day between TC Girls 19s versus Dallas Elite. Couple more laps and we'll get the warm-up going here. Hey folks, just waiting for the Zam. Definitely see our girls and the Dallas girls there, so I know I'm on the right rink this time. Well, we had 5 viewers, we're down to 4. People may be changing channels on us, but this is the Team Colorado 19s about to play Dallas Elite, second game of the day, here on November 22nd in Dallas. This time, actually at the Mansfield Star Center. Sweet country music playing in Texas today, everybody. Well, one more lap, we'll get her going. Hey, for all the new folks joining, this is the TC19 girls about to play Dallas for the second game of the day. And we definitely have the right rink because I could see them on the other side of the glass there. There they are in blue on the left. A little tricky to see probably, but we know this is the right one this time. Okay. It looks a little sticky there. I'm assuming based on how warm it is in Colorado today, it is warm in Dallas. I did not check. Yeah, looks like there's quite a bit of water still on the ice. They had a mini-mite practice before this one. They were taking down the half boards down the middle of the rink, which is probably why they're late again. Oh, Zamboni guy's doing the dance. So far, only one official on the ice. Hopefully, his partner's coming out. All right, looks like we've got a couple of officials, and Morgan Wallen has stopped playing for a moment. We're going to keep it going. Here we are. All right, game 2, Team Colorado 19s coming up versus the Elite from Dallas. Pretty interesting game this morning. If you watched just the broadcast I started with, it looked like a great game for Colorado. They did great. They would have won 1-0, but unfortunately we missed the first 2 minutes on just funky goals. I did record after the fact the first 2 minutes of that game, and it was just a crazy bounce out of the corner on a dump in from center. Could have even almost been an icing, and it bounced right to the foot of the goal, right on the post, and I'm not sure if Aurora Hussey touched it or was trying to get it out of the way, or it just bounced in off the skate. It was a crazy one, a crazy way to start, followed by another looper that came from the blue line after a face-off. And then after that, it was all Team Colorado. They outshot them 39-17. Tons of time on the stick. Just could not beat that very good goaltender from Dallas. So that is something that we will have to keep in mind as we think about playoffs. We will see this team in the regionals. And we'll have to find a way to get through that goaltender for Dallas. But girls definitely showed some resilience by coming back and giving it pretty good try despite digging a hole early. So we're going to come out probably, I would guess, ready to go here in this afternoon. We're not going to let that happen again. Good lessons for everybody. So Team TC will be in blue, Dallas in white. Same lineup as far as I know. They may play with the lines. They were kind of mucking around with the lines a little bit throughout the game. Only missing Charlie Hood. Everybody else, there, 3 lines and an extra, plus 6D. Looks like they've got a bit of zip in their step. Good to see. And this is a much better camera angle. We'll actually get to see a little more of the play. Cloud Barn's a little confused with multiple pucks on the ice. So we'll have this one and then one tomorrow morning, and then everyone's coming home. They actually be home early on a Sunday for the Thanksgiving break, and assuming everybody's off, at least the girls are. I don't know about the adults. Some of us are still working. Do you remember that when people worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Before Thanksgiving, you might get Wednesday afternoon off early. That was it. Now I think they take like the Friday off before the week. Times they are a-changing. All right, 17 minutes on the clock. We'll get the first period going here shortly. Looks like the Dallas side only has a single coach. Or maybe there's a couple lurking in the back. The ref is talking to them. I'm imagining the Dallas hockey scene's a small scene. Probably lots of adults know each other. All right, there's Team Colorado in the dark navies. Good looking jerseys. as opposed to that horrible combination of green, black, and white. Shouldn't be allowed in hockey, that green. Well, they're taking their sweet time to get going here. That is Sherman picking up the puck bag. So we'll see who's going to kick this thing off. Not sure what the lines are. Didn't get any hot tips for you. No hot takes. I think I preferred the country music with Morgan Wallen earlier than whatever they're playing now. I don't know if it's just my speakers on this laptop or what, but it sounds a bit tinny. All right, we've got some players heading out. Looks like Ashak's going to start this with Jakuba. You see Baylog and Kaitan and Aker to start. So they're keeping at least this line together, and we'll get going. First period, 0-0. Team Colorado in blue, Dallas in white, and ugly green. Beautiful face-off win by Gwen Ashak. Chopped forward by Baylog, and now comes over to Kaitan. Kaitan's going to drive it forward over the blue line and take the first shot attempt of the game and up and over the goaltender. It's in the corner, and now comes around the near side. Good cover here by Kaitan, keeps it in. She dumps it hard past Ashak, and Aker will go into the corner after it. Comes to the line, Brooke Baylog. Strong pinch, but gets taken away. Then Jakuba, who is covering, is walked, and here comes the puck to Kaitan. We're going to get to see the girls changing as the camera's right between the players' benches here in this view. That's Marciello hopping out. That'll make it a lot easier to know who's out there. Marciello on the forecheck. Dallas takes it to the outside, but they lose the handle. Riedlinger steps forward before the red line, stops that rush. And maybe offside. There's a good look at St. John Pupin with Riedlinger, Doyle, and Marciello. So no changes to the lines yet. That is Baker with Riedlinger on the back. And good way face-off win, helped by Doyle there in the far side, dumped in by Baker. It goes all the way deep. St. John Pupin and Marciello into the corner. And now pinch from Riedlinger. They throw it all the way down. That is Happy Feet Doyle with a new knee. Looking good. She had a bit of a skip in her step as usual. She's got the puck now, changes directions, didn't like the lane. Looking for everyone to regroup, and they do. She gets it to the side to Marciello. She'll leave it off for Doyle. A little handoff. Doyle flips it to the line and out. Looking for a quick break to St. John Pupin. A pass to the middle there by Riedlinger gets away from her, and now Dallas will try to dump it in, kept out. To the middle, a little sloppy here as we get things going at the beginning of the first period. Team Colorado in blue against Dallas in white. Team Colorado left to right, picked up by, I think that's still Doyle out there dancing with it. She falls at the blue line as everyone else goes for a change. That is, I think that's Hussey going in on the forecheck. She was first out. Kelly behind her. It comes to the line. Cover there by Clark. I think Hussey may be playing, I don't know if she's coming in. Yeah, she's playing D. Just was eager on that forecheck. Comes all the way around. That's Sherman, far left side. And out comes near side. Stick on it was Kelly, and it's jammed into the Dallas end. And they're going to wave off the icing. That's going to let Sherman fight for it. Comes to the boards. Good pinch. And towards the net and a save. So we'll have an offensive zone faceoff with just 14.5 in the first. Still here 0-0. No 2 goals in the first 2 minutes. We're going to take that as a win. That's Nadello out there with Kelly. And it's kind of loud. I'm going to turn this down a bit. I know you want to hear the sweet voice here. Kelly on the draw. Wins it clean to the side. It goes to the line. Hussey tries to throw it to the dot. Gets picked off and dumped down by Dallas. No icing as Dallas gets to the puck first. And now there's going to be a tripping penalty. Whoa! And a player's hit after the play. And another play. They're going at someone. They're throwing punches. Look at this. Probably Hussey, just based on personality from what I know. Probably said something, but Could see this brewing earlier in the game today. These two teams did not like each other after that first tussle. There was an initial tripping penalty, I think, and then Dallas player came in hot, throwing them. So we'll probably get at least one Dallas player in the box, maybe more. See who it is for Colorado. There definitely was an arm up before the fisticuffs. There was a couple good right-handers there. That's the first time we've seen that, and that's a foreshot of what we get to see the rest of the game tomorrow and in the playoffs. No love lost. So we got ourselves a barn burner already here on Saturday at noon. Make all the old crusty hockey players happy to see that kind of activity. I get it. These girls are competitive. But that was definitely way after the whistle, and I'm not sure who it was. Could have been Kelly. She tends to be the one who gets dropped. Or it could have been Aurora Hussey. We'll rewind the tapes and look at that closely. I'm sure we'll all get the stories, but we're trying to figure it out now. I would bet it should be, NHL call would be minor penalties on each side, but in youth hockey, I think you'd have to give the extra penalty to Dallas for two players. There was definitely a first one coming in hot, and then a second player came in and threw a couple of rights. But this being Dallas, I doubt we're going to get that call. I only see 1 2-minute penalty on the clock right now. And Karen, you can see there on the far left, is talking to the official, trying to find out the situation. Maybe they're giving some misconducts. I don't know. There's one player in Dallas on the bench. We can see her standing there. It's a kind of a weird setup. You can be in the penalty box and still participate on the bench. There's no glass between them. A little old school. Can't tell who's on our box. Kelly's staying out there. At least hasn't been sent to. Oh, looks like we're going to be shorthanded somehow. Well, that's garbage, to be honest, because there was clearly a retaliation penalty after by Dallas. So. And Kelly is getting a double shoulder warm up from the coach. Smiles all around. Maybe it was Kelly who got dropped there. She's going to go out there for the PK because we're down, which is crazy based on what I saw. But maybe there was some things we couldn't hear. A couple of F-bombs may have been dropped. Actually, wait a minute. Kelly's getting kicked out of the game. She's gone. Kelly is out. So that's what happened. So that is uncharacteristic. Kelly is not the type of player who would get that. She is kicked out for the game. So they will play down a center. And we'll go 3 lines. Wow, unfortunate early too. So she's going to be able to take a shower. And someone's going to have to serve that penalty for her. So I'm not sure what the call is, but at least a game misconduct. And that was a bit weird considering she got tackled after it looked like just an innocent tripping call. I don't see a Dallas player heading off, so a one-sided call, and that to me signals either some heavy mouth on the ice or officials are inexperienced, and the fact it's taken this long for them to even wrap it up means they have no idea what they're doing. This is a simple call for experienced refs. So with that 10-minute allocation of minutes, Kelly will take the lead in plus minus and penalties, which you don't see very often on a team. So yeah, these guys are Bozo the Clown trying to get the game back on after a long 8-minute break for nothing. Not exactly interesting hockey at this point. Okay, we're back on. Gashak on the draw, but it goes straight to Dallas player. Got a nice shot there. We're down. I have no idea how long for. But good clear by TC. They sent it all the way down. 5 in a game for cross-checking is the call on the ice. So they gave her the 5 and the automatic match penalty. So she crossed someone. She's confused. I don't think Lena actually did that. So she's going to literally take one for the team. Here's a break, though, if Gwen could get underneath the stick, but good D by Dallas. So, yeah, TC player out for a cross check, 5 in a game. And Lena, sounds like based on the text messages I'm hearing from parents, did not do that. So, one more reason to hate Dallas. I really do not like Dallas. I hate their hockey system. Here they come, though, down the left. I hope we beat them as a result of this. That is behind the net now. It's tipped to the line. Dallas player shovels it forward. It's behind the net. That looks like that is Caton back there with Aurora 77. St. John Poupin on the point. And shot gets through. It's Sid in net. Nice save. I think she had to knock it down and thrown on the ice by Caton. Race is on. St. John Poupin's going to get there. She challenges the player. Comes up with a puck, throws it towards the net, and it is blocked. Dallas coming out with it. Comes inside the zone, and Marciello dancing with it. This will be a 5-minute penalty, and here Marciello all the way through, shot and a trip at the end. Probably no call based on these morons, and there is no call. That's unbelievable. Marciello was dumped. All right, we'll try to keep it positive here, but based on so far 2 strikes against on these clowns. Here we go into the corner. That is a nice play out by Baker to the boards, sent across. We're still killing a penalty. I'm guessing we're killing a 5-minute major here. So it'll be full 5 minutes on the PK. I don't think we're going to get a look at the clock from this angle. It's all the way around back to Baker. She changes directions on it. Comes to the point. Long shot. Does not make the net and comes to the corner. It comes to the line, not out. Now finally popped out by Riedlinger's jamming forward on it. Sherman's out there now. Baker into the corner with it. Ashak is near side. Baker to Ashak. Back to Baker and down the ice. So far, not much doing here on this Dallas power play, except an opportunity by Marciello, who was tripped on the play. It's going to be back in for an offside, and they do make that call. Now we do get a look at the clock. $1:55 left. So 3 minutes, 5 seconds in this 5-minute major to Lena. She'll actually get 15 minutes for that. 5 and a 10 on the stats line. So that's gonna be a big one. Face off now, St. John Poupin, and I think that's Ashak. Clark is out there. I'm assuming that's Baylog on the far side. Now it's Hussey. They're keeping Clark and Hussey together. Dallas comes up with that puck. And here they come. Nice pick off there, center ice by St. John Poupin. And now Gwen causes a stir at the red line and stays with it. Dallas trying to regroup into the center. They come up the left side. St. John Poupin got a stick on it, knocked it away. That gives it to Baylog. No, sorry, 77. It's Aurora Hussey. She leaves it off for Rose in her own zone. It was in her feet, but Dallas comes out with it. Long shot blocked by Clark, and then Ashak gets it out. Nice block by Ava Clark. Might have left a bruise. 1:15 now left in this penalty. It's still 0-0 here in the beginning of the game. If you're joining late, TC's down a player. Lena Kelly, 5 in a game for a cross check that no one saw. That is Nadello getting her head wrapped up, and she's the Dallas girl will not let go of her stick. You could see her hanging on to it. Nadello trying to get away from it. These Dallas girls are a bunch of Biancas. They dump it in, and they have no power play at all. So far, this has been all TC on the PK. Excellent job, and I hope they take this momentum into the rest of the game. It's around the backside now. Goes all the way around, and that is, I think, Hussey hustling. She comes out with it against 2 players, tries to backhand it out. Stick is gone. She lost it. There's a long shot that misses. Goes to the corner. Now again, good job by the TC girls to get it out. I'm guessing this penalty is almost over. Not sure who's serving it for Kelly. Yeah, 3 seconds left, and they did it. They killed off that very effectively. Basically no power play from Dallas and missing one of their main penalty killers. So excellent job by TC. And now they step forward with that as Caton jumping in, and we can go on the offense now. 5-on-5 for the first time in a long time. Marciello gets to the puck. Dallas managed to clear it. Scampering over that side. Looks like Caton, if I had to guess, it is. She lost the handle, and now they enter the zone. Pass off here to Doyle. Doyle, happy feet are sad there. She lost it, and here comes Dallas. Down the left-hand side. Into the corner. Little chip out there, but I think that's Hussey. That's Doyle with her back to us. They're Jets. Marciello at the point. It's coming into the corner here. That goes off a skate. Marciello trying to drive it forward. She does. She gets to the slot. It's taken away. 22 Doyle crashes in there. Now you can see Marciello going off for a change. Puck is far side. Now it cuts in the middle. It's going to come to the line and out. Ooh, that's onside. Ashak makes a play around one player. Throws it towards the net. It was blocked away. It's still behind the net. Ashak's battling for it. Still battling for it. It's behind. She comes out with it. Turn. Shot to the short side. Hits the side of the net. Now it's high in the slot. That one's a miss by Riedlinger. It comes out to center. And now they loop back in. Over the line. Into the corner. That's Aker. Out there with Ashak, but comes near side corner. Little chip around doesn't work, and Baker keeps it in, throws it on net, only sticks it away. Back down low. They're working it. This line's got lots of zone time. It's going to come back to Leah Baker, 44. She flicks it hard around, looking for that backside, and gets it to Aker. Maybe too hard. Dallas gets to it, and they send it down. Should be an icing. The guy waved it off because he's basically an idiot. Here comes TC. Comes to center. Good stick there and foot by Aker to disrupt that pass across and stepping forward. I think that's a huge hook. No call again by the clown show. And TC has it on the far boards. I guarantee you these guys will not call anything correct for the rest of the game both ways. I will point it out every time. It's far side. I think that's Chan chasing it down. Saw 4. There's a player who falls. Surprised they didn't call anything on that. It was not a trip. Good job by Hussey to get there. She shovels it forward. Could be Sherman, could be Chan. It's a 24 or a 4. Long shot towards the net, I think was played away. Now it comes in front. Still batted away. They jam at it. And finally, Dallas gets it out. Coming back with it, that is Sherman and Chan. So they're both out there with Nadello in the middle. So that's going to be the new look line. There's a shot blocked again by Clark. Nicely done. That's 2 big blocks by Ava Clark. And they throw it down. Not enough for icing. Dallas regroups. Tipped off on all the way down. And it's towards the goalie, and Abigail puts a glove down, takes a face off. Got finally a chance to get a drink. Not too many whistles so far. Still 0-0 in the first period. TC in blue. Face-off's won by Dallas. They jam it forward. That's Doyle on it with Marciello. Marciello comes up with it. She's got a 2-on-1. Doyle the outside. Little jig move, jam the net, and a score. Marciello makes him pay all the way down the ice. And that may be an unassisted goal as Marciello all the way down. Beautiful looking little stuff there. I don't know, I'll have to fix up the plus minuses later. I'm not sure who was out there as I was tapping away, but excellent look. Marciello with St. John Poopin and Doyle. Face off. Dallas picks it up again. And they have it. They go to the red line. It's a dump in there. Dallas trying to get it out of the zone. Goes over the blue line. Nice little stick by TC. And they come away with it. Shot attempt. I think that was a glove or it just missed. I think it might have missed the net as Abigail was out for it. Here comes St. John Poopin. A lot of speed. Shot on net. Goalie bobbles it a bit. And again, for their trouble going to the net, the Dallas players coming in hot. And these girls are going to do that all day long. I think big opportunity for the Team Colorado players. Just go down there, take a couple shots in the head, and draw some penalties if the Clown Show is able to call that. But good drive by 83. This is going to be Ashak 11. Her line's out there. Riedlinger and Baker. Faceoff's 1 to Riedlinger. Riedlinger, nice little spin around. Going to shake the heat. Throws it towards the net. Goes off a foot. And then another shot by Aker. That one missed. Comes high. Baker throws it on net. There's a whack at it. And another shot by Aker. Just throwing bombs left and right here. Got to hit the net. Get one of those in. TC somehow keeps it in. Dallas finally goes for a clear. My neck's getting sore with all the play in their zone. Here comes Dallas. Puck is gently shoveled towards the net, and there will be a cover by Abigail Ketchel. So the change coming out. Chan's coming out, Nadello and Sherman. That'll be the look line there. TC19 with 24 and 14. Hussey's out there with Clark. So 3 lines, 3 sets of D. Lena Kelly taking a shower. Got the room to herself. I've been in that situation myself. The face-off's won by Dallas, and they play it back and forth. Left-hand shot again blocked by Ava Clark. That one does make it back through the middle. Ava Clark with her 3rd block of the game. It's behind the net. I'm going to give credit for that as a shot. Here it comes to the line, and that is probably Chan. It's either Chan or Nadello hunting it down on the left-hand side. Could have been Nadello. Now comes the point. Chan got a stick on it. It goes to the side. Now it comes up to Ava Clark. One-timer, bouncer, and there's a loose puck and a shovel, and that was close. I think that was Chan going to it. Good shot there by Ava Clark, making it happen quickly. Goes right on net, and rebound was there. We may have a different goaltender here for Dallas. I'm not sure. I don't see a goalie on the bench, but definitely a little more unsteady than what we saw this morning. Nadello will take the face-off here in the offensive zone to the left of the goaltender. Dallas wins it to the corner, and they shove it around behind their net. Good heavy forecheck, though, and TC keeping them in. That's another one off the glass and out of play. So we'll keep it in the zone. I think we're going to get a change here. Good shift by that line. We'll bring out a new crew. Good look at Sherman. So this is going to be Marciello with St. John Poopin and Doyle with Hussey and Clark. Lila Marciello face-off. Weird bounce. I'm not sure who got it. Still don't know who has it. Looks like maybe Dallas has it. It does look like Dallas has it. However, good hem in there at the line by TC. It comes again. Another play by Hussey to hem it in. She takes a cross-check up high for her trouble. No call from the Clown Show. Dallas still trying to get it out of their zone. Good poke there by Hussey, and that disrupts it enough, but Dallas will pick it up and swat it in for a change. Hussey to it first. Hussey got some back pressure. It has to go wide. She tries to shovel it out. It's picked off by the Dallas player. Still 1-0. Sorry, Marciello's got us in front here. 1-0 in the first period. And here they come. Oh, Rose doing the splits to try to stay on side as Marciello made a bit of a jig at the blue line. Did manage to dump it in deep, and we'll pick it up again. That looks like Baylog, 27. Lost the handle. Her partner comes in support. Now Baylog picks it up again. Baylog looking to get it up through the dots. She's pushed to the outside. along the boards into trouble and out. Dallas gains a line, tries to throw it in, goes off a player. It's going to be an opportunity here. TC going the other direction. Ashak had a line to the net, but puck was pushed away on her. She's going to still come up with it. Leaves it back off for Caton. Caton to Baylog. Baylog steps forward and shoots. I think it goes off a player. It was way wide. Still in front of the net, though. TC keeping him in. Baylog forward on it. Tries to jam it through. Sticks are flying. Not sure whose stick that is. The defender now picks it up. Nice takeaway there by Lindsay Aker. She's going to come up with it. Help from Jakubic. That is Aker behind it. She is pulled down. Oh, my goodness. I mean, I didn't have a clear look at it, but, boy, there's a Dallas player right behind her and an arm on the shoulder. And the moron who's wearing the stripes didn't call it. Here we go. Caton in, shot, glove save. Wow. Okay, Lindsay Aker tackled from behind. No call. 1 minute to go in the first period. Nadella will be out there with Sherman and Chan. And that's going to be Baker and Riedlinger. So a little bit of time here to get something going. Nice win by Nadella. There's a quick shot and a save as Chan threw that towards the net right off the drop. Goalie was there. We'll do it all over. Nadella again wins it back. Stepping forward was Baker, but it was chipped away from her. It goes to the corner. A couple of Dallas players in there. Nadella and Chan are battling for it. Sherman covering for the pinch. Nicely done. Sherman goes D to D over to Baker. Baker's going to hit it down hard. Let her forwards go get it, and they do. Dallas tried to jump it out. Riedlinger uses the boot to keep it in, and she's still battling for it. Now it's Nadella coming in to help. Nadella lost the handle. She's battling still with it. Riedlinger's down low. Riedlinger on her stick. Sherman's covering up high. She goes across for Baker. Nice line. Shot by Baker on the net and a save. No traffic in front there. Easy to see, and I think it was low. It's 25 seconds left. That'll bring out new crew. Marciello with Doyle, St. John Pupin, Hussey and Clark. Marciello's going to try to win it towards Clark here, it looks like. Nope, she spins. Dallas gets it. They dump it off the glass and down. Here's an opportunity for Dallas. Player tripped on the blue line a bit. Clark keeps it to the outside. Clark gets there. She's pushed away, but it's down low. I think that was St. John Pupin helping out. Right to the middle of Doyle. And that is St. John Pupin now, actually. She's got one-on-one, one to beat. 4 seconds left. Had some time, but puck's taken away. That's it. So, second period now, 1-0 Colorado. Shots are 8-5 for Colorado. And we'll get a quick break. For those who joined late, I see about 5 or 7 new people. We had a match penalty to Lena Kelly early on in the game. 5 in game misconduct for a cross-check that, according to a lot of text messages and a confused player, did not happen. What we saw was much different from our vantage, but maybe it happened. We're not sure. But apparently Lena was quite confused on the call. But there was some fisticuffs in the corner, some words exchanged. That's a pretty heavy call, 5 in a game for a match penalty, intent to injure. Did not seem like an intent to injure type play. And a Dallas player came in throwing a few right hands. There was no call on any of that. So pretty hard to write that one up as a former official myself. Whenever someone's swinging, generally you got to give them something. But we'll go into the second period with the lead thanks to Marciello and an end-to-end rush. Bobby Orr style. You can see on the shot clock in the arena, they're showing 15-5. Maybe I'm being a little skimpy with the shots. I have 8-5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 missed shots or blocks. So I think this person is giving credit anytime someone throws it on net, whether it makes it or not, which is technically not how you count them. So Marcelo, St. John Poopin out there with Doyle. And terrible music playing. I think the D are Hussey and Clark. Catch will stay in net, I assume. And here we go, second period, 1-0 TC. And picked up by Doyle. She's gonna drive to the net. Throws it towards the net, goes off a foot. St. John Poopin has it. She tries to center for Doyle. Is pushed out of there. Doyle's pushed again. Comes to the line. Marcelo dances one girl, dances a second girl, gets through a third girl in the net, on net, and a save. Wow, Marcelo's feeling it. What a couple of moves. She danced two girls, and then the third, and drove the net for another shot. That was impressive. So we'll do it again. Face off to the right of the goalie. Five Barn confused. Now we're back at it. Dallas won that face-off. They ship it off the glass and down, which is their go-to. And it is an icing. So we'll go all the way back down. I think we're changing it up. We got Ashak's line out there. Aker and Jakuba with Baylog and Baker. Wow, that's bad music. Gwen Ashak on the dot. She wins it hard to the side and picked up there by Baylog, who steps forward. Ashak behind the net, trying to center it. Puck's taken away, comes up the boards. Pinch at the far side by Baker, keeps it in. Dallas still with it now, behind the net as they look for an out. They go hard off the glass again. This time was low enough for Brooke Baylog to get a foot on it. Now it comes out. Brooke Baylog gathers it up. Pass to Gwen. She's right up the middle. Chips it to the outside for Aker. Bad angle shot's blocked. Aker's still with it. Ashak's still with it. Comes up high. Pinched there by the D, which is still Baylog. Still pinching at it. And there's a... Whoa! And Baylog just got hammered right under at the end of that play. If they don't make a call on this, I just give up. These two are complete morons. I mean, Baylog got just hammered down at the end of that play. I don't see an arm up. So we're going to get what we're going to get now. I don't know if we'll get a call. Let's see here. But that was a clear stick right in the ribs. Oh, God. No call. All right, so I guarantee you there will be something more violent in this game because they're not calling that stuff. I think Karen's asking for an explanation, rightly so. I mean, she's pointing towards the play and wondering why her player after the whistle got dropped for no call. And I think Karen's doing her best to keep it calm. I don't know if I would be able to with these guys because that's egregious and obvious and easy to make. All right, Ashak's on it with Jakuba, no call. And the puck is bouncing, and Dallas comes up with it. They go down the left-hand side, get around the D, and the puck goes to the front of the net in the crease, and the girl's jamming her stick under the play. There finally a whistle. The net has been off. Close. Abigail had to make a save, and a lot of heavy contact in the crease there. Again, if they're not calling stuff, that's going to get out of hand. I guarantee you there will be some nasty play coming up. Been around this a lot. That's usually what happens when it gets to this point. Ashak on the draw. Nice win. Goes to the corner now. Kind of came out front, though. It pushed to the corner by the defenders. Still inside of the net. Now finally picked up by TC. They go around the boards for Jakuba, who tried to backhand it out. It finally does come out, and I think that is Aker with Riedlinger. Aker takes it outside, uses her body to protect. Nice little move to get her deep. It's behind the net. Jakuba's with it. Not sure who that is, playing it out for Riedlinger. Riedlinger hands it off for Baker, plants the pick. The puck went off of a knee on Baker's shot. Baker still has it. She hands it off now for Riedlinger. Long shot that doesn't make it through. Everything's getting blocked here. TC still has it right in front. They're jamming at it, and they're pushed again and continue to push in front of the net. Nice little play there. It's TC making it happen. Lots of shots and lots of blocks required by Dallas. This is Chan, Sherman, and Nadello with Hussey and Clark. Nadello wins it clean. Hand it off to Hussey, who gets some, shakes the trouble, breaks the ankles, the defender, but oh, the pass bounces over his stick and he's out. Right back in on the forecheck is Nadello. She'll get there, cut off the deep, comes up with a puck behind the net. Nadello on her stick. Nadello pushed to the boards, falls. Chan throws it high, I think, and it goes to the net, and it's loose, and there's a goal on the rebound. Long shot from Ava Clark results in a goal on the rebound. Not sure who got it, but it was a beauty, and we'll take a garbage goal. Let's see who's coming through first here. Maybe we'll get a good look at it. It's Nadello, and that's a nice-looking play. Get the shot on net and jam away at it. And good credit to girls for staying in the action, even though they're probably getting beat up down low. I'm guessing there's a lot of action down there. So another face-off, center ice, 2-0 now for TC. Dallas wins that one. They take it in to the outside. Comes to the front, but it's pushed back to the corner by the TC defender. TC coming through the middle, handed off to the line. Rose, stick to foot, back to stick, dumps it in. Far side. Aker cuts it off, but the puck comes all the way down. TC hustling to get there, no icing. 13:40 left in the second, 2-0 for TC over Dallas. Coming out with it, with a head of steam, is Rose St. John Poopin. She'll lead the rush down, leaves it back off for Hussey. Or maybe that was Baylog, I'm not sure. Dallas sends it around. Big pinch by Hussey. Leaves it for St. John Poopin. She's high in the slot. Shot on net. Rebound. It's there. Dallas finally covers, and they swarm the TC player again. Nice looking shot by number 83, St. John Poopin, and there was maybe a rebound in front. Doyle or Marciello were in front looking for it. This is going to be Ashak with Jakuba and Aker. Face off, goes to the corner. Dallas defender tries to flick it up off the boards and out. It's kept in. Aker's watching it. I'm assuming Ashak is in there. And now it pops free. Could be a 2-on-1 here as I see 4 TC girls back. Good hustle back, though, and disrupting the play was the TC defender. I think that was Baylog. Not sure. She's got the puck now. Baylog taken to the corner, still with it. Hands it off to the other corner for Aker. She goes back in front of the net through everybody. Pinched by Anna Caton. Caton gets a stick on it to keep it in. She now shovels it forward. That's Ashak battling for it. Ashak still floating around down low. She'll cover now as Caton was pinching. Dallas player tries to chip it around and does. 2-on-1 here. I think it's Baylog back. She's going to allow her to have the shot, and they miss the net. Thank goodness. It's in front of the Dallas bench, cleared forward. Aker uses her body to shovel it. Ashak gets it. They dump it in, go for a full change. Everyone's off. That's Sherman, Nadello, Chan, Riedlinger, and Baker are out there now. Dallas softly over the center line. challenge. It goes over to Chan, who chips it forward for Sherman, who's giving chase. Sherman into the corner. Chan pushes on it. And they keep it in. Dallas hard around over the ref's head and off the glass. And D. Nice little bang play by TC, who just hopped over Nadella's stick. And that's an icing, I think. So second period, 2-0 Colorado. Shots I have are 14-6 in favor of Colorado. It's 11:24 left in the second, so not quite halfway through the game. That crew is going to stay out there, Sherman, Chan, and Nadello. I think it's Baker Riedlinger on the back end. Nadello lost the draw. Dallas to the point. Good challenge there, though, by Chan. That blocked the shot, I think. Went off into the corner. It's now behind the net. Comes to the line. Not out. And it is... Not sure who has it. We have it. One of our TC girls throws it forward. No icing is called. Chan going off for a change. Nadella going off for a change. And there is a whistle. Maybe too many players on the ice. Maybe icing. It's not icing. It's staying down in that zone. I'm not sure what the call is. Maybe there's a penalty here. There is possibly a penalty. I don't understand how they blew the whistle down. If it were icing, it would be the other way. So I think we do have a power play here. It looks to me like that is 5-on-4, so there must have been a call of some sort. Marciello wins, or maybe that's... I'm not sure who that was. We won the faceoff. Clark has it. Shot attempt there. It's either Ashak or Marciello. I'm not sure which one it is. They have now. D going off the far boards, looking for Clark. Clark looking for Balog. Clark, hard shot on net and a save. Clark's got the ripper. They're trying to feed it to her. She's taking a lot of shots. That was Ashak on all that play down low, and this will be, now it's Marciello. Clean win. TC tries to make a play on it, and a good block there by the D, but fast hustle back that gives TC the puck. That's Aker coming in with a head of steam. Aker leaves it off, looking for help. She gets it. TC's got it behind the net. They're going to go set it up for Hussey, 77. She throws it towards the net. It's a bouncer and a save. So a bit of a block shot there. Almost went the wrong direction, but Anna Caton got back fast after that block. Caught the girl, took the puck away before she got over the blue line. Take another face-off here. It is Nadello. So the rolling lines here. Faceoff is won by TC. They go to the line. Keaton almost lost it on the forecheck, or on the check. It's down the side. Cross seam pass looking for Aker, who is sneaking in back door and too hot to handle. It went over her stick. Keaton tried to fire it off to Hussey, but she was coming back. Hopped everyone's stick. Now here we go. Over the line. Keaton. Shot from the slot is deflected away. It's on the side of the net. Little jam there. Came in front briefly. Dallas sweeps it away. Still in front. Aker battling. Hussey drops a girl. Finally, Dallas sends it out. So a little bit of action there. 2-0 here. 9.5 to go. Penalty's got 22. No, there's no penalty on. Yes, 27 seconds left on it. Live Barn, very confused. TC breaking it out of her own zone. Hussey gets cut off as she came over the blue line, goes right back down. Now we find Nadello, long seam pass. Nadello dumped it down, went for a change, I think. Kept in at the line, that's Aker. It's in the corner, penalty is over. Can hear the paddle of the goaltender whacking away. TC with it, fake the shot. That's towards the net. from Aker, and it was deflected off. It's to the near side board. Dallas player had it briefly. Little scrum in front. It looks like it is still a scrum. Marciello making friends. That's Aker with it. Comes out, and that'll be all the way down. Hussey has to get there. She does. Hussey with it. Changes direction. Dallas player wipes out. Ooh, a little bit of a dangerous out pass. Was trying to get through the legs there to Doyle. Now it's picked up by Hussey. Hussey. Ashak, got to be careful. Here's a puck to the middle. Riedlinger tries a couple of dangles, leaves it back. Smart play. Long shot, also deflected. That was, I think, Doyle. It's in the near side now. Good stick handling. A long shot here by Riedlinger. And it's in, and Riedlinger gets one. And is he going to call it no goal? The puck is loose, and now they're punching each other again. You can see that coming. And I don't know what the call is, because the guys officiating this are probably working at McDonald's most of the time. Not that that's a bad profession, but they're certainly not reading the rule book. Someone's getting a penalty, and there's no goal. I think we thought there was a goal, and there is not, but there is a power play. So I think Riedlinger thought she had it. She was cheering like it was in. So power play going. You can see that Caton and Aker are in the back. Hussey's up on the left wing here, playing the left side. Nadella at center. I think that could be Marciello on the right-hand side. Not sure. And Dallas should get another penalty for delay of game because they're unable to field the team at this point. Nadella to the boards. Hussey has to battle for it. She does. She kicks it out to Nadella. Nicely done. Now to Hussey looking for the middle. Finds Marciello. Had to change directions. And in that time, the Dallas player got to it. It's on net, and it is covered. Somehow that got to the net. I think that was Nadella who swept it towards the net. We're going to get another face-off here. Hussey getting some last-minute tips from the bench. Emma Nadella. Back to the corner again. This time Dallas gets to it first and able to chip it, but kept in. Aker throws it towards the net off a player. Marciello, sure hands, grabs it. Back to Aker. Aker towards the middle, was looking for a tip. Hussey gets in to chip it forward, but Dallas is going to get to it first, and they throw it down. 2-0 TC. Shots are 18-7 in a one-sided game. As usual, this is more what we expected. Dropped off for Marciello. Marciello dangling as usual, tries to throw it towards the net. It was chipped away last second. Hussey back to Marciello. Tries an awkward looking shot and almost found that post. That may have been a save. Marciello adjusted her body to get that towards the net. That was nice. Now it's up high. Marciello across. The D long shot, that's blocked. And now it's in on the rebound. Beautiful. Could be Nadello again. A shot, I think, from Caton. I think that's how that went down. Hard for me to see that far side. I'm not sure who's coming around here. But it was a shot rebound, and I think it is Nadello with her second of the game. Off of a nice-looking play. I don't think that was a power play goal. I think that was a straight-up goal from after the power play had expired. 3-0 now, though. TC rubbing it in their face, and I hope this continues. Gwen Ashak wins it to the side. Sherman will get to it. She throws it back. Ooh, soft pass is tipped off by Riedlinger, but Sherman will get it, throw it all the way down hard. Leah Baker on her horse to get down low, wants to be on the forecheck as a D. Sherman lays a body lightly on the side. Dallas chips it out. We got to be careful. I'm not sure anyone's back. Well, Baker's finally back. Now Riedlinger will step forward. Everybody wants a little piece of the offensive action. Riedlinger and Baker trying to jam it forward. Puck is sitting there, picked up by TC. Left off for Riedlinger's going to throw it hard. That one's blocked. And Dallas takes it out. Coming down left-hand side, you line to the net. And Abigail Ketchel is awake. Players dumped at the end. Surprising no call there as everybody hit the boards pretty hard. Hope everyone's all right. This is Riedlinger. She had it chipped off her stick back into the neutral zone. She'll regather it. She lost it briefly. She tries to leave it off, and that's a giveaway. All alone in front. The defensive, the Dallas player saved by Ketchel. Holy moly. Riedlinger was trying to hand it off to Baker, and the Dallas player got to it all alone. St. John Poupin up the right-hand side, kind of dipsy-doodling ice-capades. She gets it deep, but Dallas has it. Now Marciello joins with Baylog, kicks it off, throws it towards the net, but it slipped off her stick, and Dallas sends it out. Dallas to the neutral zone. Over the line. Taken away, nicely done by, I think that, not sure who that is. Could be Caton. I think it is. This is Lila Marciello. Tried a little feather dust move, but pushed away. She's still with it, though. I think she's got it behind the net. She does. Nice low to high. Looking for Baylog. A lot on that. There's a bouncer. And it is covered. Okay. And it is Baylog and Caton on the back. Marciello with Jakuba and Doyle. Marciello on the offensive zone. I think she's letting, oh, yeah, it was Marciello. Dallas got it off the glass again, but kept in by Baylog. And here's Doyle with it, far side. Doyle around behind the net. She's pushed off the puck, leaves it for Marciello. Marciello dancing with it, throws it towards the net, but it's taken away, and Dallas takes it out. Dallas all the way down. Baylog behind her own net. Quick change of direction, up the wing. A little hot to handle for Doyle, and Dallas will come right back in. First time we've been looking in this direction for a while. Cross ice pass is bounced off of a stick. And it's still in the neutral zone. I think this is Doyle with it. Doyle leaves it back behind for St. John Poupin. Back to Doyle. It was in front briefly. Scampers past everybody. Big pinch by Baylog, but it comes out. Covered by, I think it's probably Sherman out there now. I think it's, not sure who it is. It is A-Shack with Aker, and someone's got some heat. Goes off Aker's stick in the neutral zone. Dallas will pick it up. Dallas dumps it in, all the way around for Clark. Clark got it taken away from her. Now it comes to A-Shack. She shovels it forward for Aker. Aker looking for Jakuba. Jakuba chips it to the corner and goes after it. Bowling ball style. Pushes the girl off. It's in the corner. Still back behind the net, and Dallas now comes out with it. Stopped in the neutral zone by TC. A-Shack is a little extra elbow. A good measure. That was Husky had stopped it earlier. A-Shack in behind. She's going to send it around. Centering pass back from Aker got picked off. A bit dangerous. A-Shack staying with it. Now she does. Gets it. Jakuba is going to chip it forward. It goes to A-Shack. Or Aker. Aker, number 9. Hard shot. Save. Shots are 23-9. The second period's winding down here. I'm not sure how much time's left. 3-0 for Team Colorado in blue. This is Baker and Riedlinger. It's Sherman, Chen, Nadello. Nadello on the draw. She wins it back, and there's going to be a shot here by Riedlinger, and it missed. Comes to the far side. It's on the boards. Pushed out by Dallas. That's Baker coming across. She'll get it out of trouble. Nice bounce pass there. Picked up by, I think that's Nadello. That is Nadello. Kept in, I think, by Baker briefly. Chan goes off. It's far side. Nadello still. Ooh, Nadello got hammered as the puck was maybe behind her right before the boards, and the idiot who calls himself an official didn't make that call. That was interference. Nadello's coming up a little slow there. So bring out Marciello, St. John Poopin and Doyle, Baylog and Caton. See it, this is the strong side for Marciello. She'll try to win it to the boards here. And it's in the feet. Picked up by Doyle though, but chipped away last second. It's in the corner. Now Marciello will try through the middle. She's hounded. Big pinch there by Baylog. And they keep it in, but now Dallas will send it down. That should be an icing. And it is with a minute or so left in the second period. 3-0. So, Colorado on the dot. Marciello will stay out there. So she looks like she's going to try to win it forehand again. And it goes to the side. Dallas will get it and chip it, but Baylog had pinched in. Kept it in. Now Marciello battles for it. She tried to dance the girl, but it's chipped off her stick down behind the net. Pinched there by Doyle. Marciello has it again. He's got her hemmed in. Doyle in the corner, dancing. Nice change of direction. Look at that speed. She leaves it high. Caton to Baylog. Baylog, shot, blocked. Tried to get away quick. The block coming. It's still bouncing around behind the net. Now Dallas with it. 2 TC players coming in hot. That was St. John Poopin, and their arm is up. Oh, maybe it was an offside. The arm is down. St. John Poopin and Baylog came together heavy on one of the Dallas girls who's now coming around outside. Centering to the slot. It bounces off a player. It's now behind the net. Another one shoveled in front. Ketchel has to be sharp, and she dives on it. Makes the save. We'll count that as a shot and a dive with 6.8 seconds left in the second. Right now, our shots of 23-10. Baylog and Caton coming off. Doyle and St. John Poopin coming off. That's Jakuba out there. Clark and Hussey, Aker. And that is Ashak on the dot, but pushed. Nice job by the wingers to win that for her. They come out with it. And that's it for the second period. 3-0 TC against Dallas Elite. And it's nice to have that 3-goal lead into a game where you never know what's going to happen with the penalty situation. So, Lena Kelly enjoying first crack at all the snacks. One of the advantages of being kicked out of the game. Get the showers to yourself and whichever flavor Gatorade you want. Let's see, I think that's Lila with her helmet off. Abigail. I think that is Abigail getting a drink on the far side. It is. Oh, no. Yeah, it is. Sid Waugh is the goalie you see closest to the middle of the ice. Unfortunately, cannot hear the motivational speech here, but you can see Coach Karen leaning on it. Now we'll get a view of the Dallas bench. I think we got another early morning game tomorrow. We'll try to broadcast it for you again. My voice hangs in there. Okay, second whistle, trying to get the players to get going here. Bit of low energy from the Dallas side, which is good. They have been unable to muster much, even across 2 games, despite the first 2 goals in the freaky first 2 minutes of the first game. Nothing much doing from the green side. Ashak's going to take this. Jakuba's over there with Aker on the far side, left wing. Clark and Hussey. Went back, but Dallas gets there first and throws it across. Clark was looking for the out to Jakuba, a little too far for her. Ooh, and that is Clark falling backwards at the red line. TC forwards are in support. They're trying to get it through. Comes over to Ashak, and she chips it through. Jakuba behind the net, takes it away. Nice stick, tries to throw it in front, but it's kept behind by Dallas. Pinch here by Clark. Dallas player comes through, takes it away. Clark cuts her off. It gives Hussey the puck. It's rolling on her, but she's now gathered up over to the wing. Far side, cross pass, nice pick up there by TC. That's way offside, and there is no call on that because the ref was already in the zone. But Nadella will take it. She's in the corner. Dallas coming out with it now. Dallas over the blue line. Pushed up high by D. Kept to the outside. Aker pushes off on the girl, and she centered it. Ketchel flicked it away. No shot. And now there's going to be a penalty? Random call? Random mysterious call from the officials who don't know what they're doing. They're bringing it outside. Maybe a puck went over the glass and touched the netting. That could be the only thing I could come up with. And if I'm not mistaken, there are 2 dots there. Oh, that is Children's Health with a balloon on the ice as a graphic. Well, that's an unfortunate graphic for a hockey rink. It is Chan battling for it off the drop, and that battle allows Riedlinger to come up with it. Face-off is won. Chipped forward by TC, and now into the corner. All the way out by Dallas, and they are going to get called for the icing. So Nadella will get another chance at it all the way down with Chan and Sherman. Chan and Sherman are discussing where they should be lining up here. Ooh, and the Dallas player just wiped out the official. So I like the body language from Dallas. Not too fired up. Nadella does a spinorama move. Coming in to help was St. John Poop. No, that was Chan coming in. But Dallas takes it out. They come down through the middle with it. Nice play there, though. Taken off by Sherman. Sherman's going to be looking for Riedlinger to the middle. It goes off a skate. Now Doyle enters the play as TC's changing. It goes high up over the glass and down. And it's on net, actually. That'll count as a shot, and I think, actually couldn't tell. Is that going to be, maybe it's an icing? Should be. It is an icing. So that was not on net. Abigail was just fooling with me. Well, hard to see the puck here on Live Barn. Marciello is going to be there with St. John Poopin and Doyle. Sweet sound of Miley Cyrus. Puck is still on the dot. Marciello comes up with it. Nicely done. Back to the point. Tries to go back to Marciello, and Dallas will put it off the glass and down. That's Caton off of a skate, though. Dallas is going to pick it up in the offensive zone. Coming back to help Caton and Marciello. Hussey gets the stick down. Player flicked it high, and it's bouncing in the slot. Caton off the boards to Doyle. Doyle tried to shovel it across. It was a little behind Marciello. Oh, nice move by the Dallas player, cutting right to the net. Goes beside the net, though. No harm, no foul. Up to Doyle. Doyle over the red line. Still with it. Doyle is battling for it behind now. Marciello comes in to help. Still behind the net. Dallas tries to rim it. It's going to be picked up at the line by Baylog. Back to Doyle. Doyle throws one high over the net. It comes to the line, but it's kept in by Hussey. But now Dallas has it out. Hussey still staying with it. Gets it back in, but lost the handle, and Dallas chips it out. Dallas not even trying to make a breakout pass at this point. Off of Ashak's stick and Kuba's stick, and it's at the red line. Ashak threw it forward. Dallas throws it right back. Clark in to get it. Clark across to the middle. That was Hussey looking for a fast break. It's intercepted, and Dallas has it. That's Hussey again into the corner. Hussey around the side. Things have really settled down here. Maybe folks are a little tired. 3-0 TC in the third period. Dallas chips it forward off of a TC player, and they bring it in. Long shot, gathered up by Abigail Ketchel. Dallas's 12th shot. It's now 23-12. Sherman, Chan, Nadello coming out. Riedlinger and Baker. And Miley Cyrus. Face-offs won by Dallas. They throw it hard on net right away. Shot off the draw. Good save by Ketchel. It's behind now. That's probably Baker shoveling it for Chan. She's in the corner. Gets squeezed off. Leaves it for Baker. Comes out with it. Baker, bunch of speed. Looking for the give and go with Sherman. It almost worked, but the Dallas player was there. Batted forward by Baker to Riedlinger. She'll try her chance. She dangles a player to make the pass. It's a little too hot to handle for Sherman. Comes right back. Dallas dumps it in. Baker turns it right out. Dallas drives it in way off. The player's still going at it. They should blow it now. And they do. It should be all the way down. And we get a new face-off in the Dallas zone. Haven't been down there as much in the third. You see now it's less than 12 minutes left in the third period, 3-0. And it is Marciello with Doyle, St. John Pupin, Baker, Riedlinger. Face-off goes back to the Dallas player. But it's tied up by good work by Doyle to cut that off. It's behind the net. That's Marciello. She tries to change directions. The puck is still along the running board. Big pinch there by Riedlinger. St. John Pupin's trying to cover for it. And still Riedlinger battling for it. Dallas player just content to dump it out. Goes right back in. Dallas sends it high. They wave the icing for absolutely no reason whatsoever, and Baker has it. Baker to Doyle. Doyle's pushed. And there's a crowd. Marciello's in there as well. And they're not even trying to move the puck at this point. I think everybody just wants to go home. And this is interesting that Dallas is trying to kill the clock when they're down 3-0. And now a player comes in, heavy, which always is how those things end up, turning into fights. Nice out there. It's off of Marciello's stick, though. Lost the handle. 10:40 to go here. Kept in at the line by Doyle. It takes one in the back. Goes for a change. It's behind the net. I think it's Marciello down there, scrumming around, looking for trouble. It is hard around the boards. Kept in. TC, I think that was Caton jumping into the play. Now that is, not sure who this is. Looks like St. John Pupin, but I'm not sure it is. It's to the line. It was St. John Poop, and she goes off. It was kept in by Caton. And this is the longest continuous, most boring shift of the game. It's just a bunch of scrums. Now it's thrown towards the net, but off the side by, I think that was Acre. No, it was maybe Ashak. And as usual, it's another glass play by Dallas, sent around hard by TC, but no one there. And that will let Ashak go try the other side. Acre battling. The Dallas player has it briefly. Now it comes up high, not towards the net. This will come to Jakuba, who finally gets it out of the zone. Dallas dancing with it. Acre gets a stick on it, preventing any kind of a play. And it's still along the board's far side. Nice chip play by Dallas, 2-on-1, and there's a shot and a goal. Dallas got a zinger on that after a very lackluster play for a long time. Everyone was out there a really long time, and that's not what you want. And they just worked us there. That was a nice looking shot down the side, 2-on-1. Or sorry, a 2-on-1, and now made it 3-1 with 9:05 left in the third. It's going to bring out Chan with probably Nadello and Sherman. And Clark and Hussey. Dallas winning these faceoffs. Center ice, they get it down low. Clark there shovels it forward to Sherman. Sherman looking for the cross ice. It's a bit behind Chan, but she gathers it up. Chan makes a move, tries to throw it to the middle, but there's an opportunity for Nadello, and that was right on net. Nice takeaway there. Dallas throws it out. Clark comes across. Clark pushes on the player. Down for Hussey. Hussey behind the net, tries to change direction. Dallas player comes through, falls. And here comes TC. Oh, that was an out pass, but it was way behind Chan. I had to again gather it from behind, and that's offside, and they make the call. Well, it was just about 10 feet behind Chan, otherwise she was gone. This is Marciello, St. John Poopin, and Doyle. Number 10, Marciello will take it. Riedlinger and Baker on the back. Came back. Oh, and Riedlinger stepped forward on a curl, dropped her. No call. And there's an icing on TC. In a very slow-moving third period. The girl had her head down trying to get the puck. Riedlinger just stepped forward, and I bet you she had a smirk on her face after that. Good clean contact. Marciello with it on the draw. And flicked back to Riedlinger, I think. That was a kind of nifty little move. I think that was Marciello who flicked it. Riedlinger has to change directions. She leaves it for Marciello, and now Doyle's moving her feet backwards looking for that puck, but Marciello's going to dance. She goes out to the left. It opens up St. John Poupin. She tries to push it forward. Dallas player gets it, comes to the line. Baker throws it on net, and it's bouncing to the side. Now it's a scrum again. St. John Poupin's in there. Doyle backs off. Now Dallas takes it around behind the net. There's an interference as Doyle was pushed off the line she wanted to take. Now she comes in with a lot of speed and hits the girl, slows her down in neutral zone, stops that rush. She's sent all the way back in by Lexi Riedlinger. They send it back out. It's actually past everyone. A break here for Dallas. And all alone. Saved by Ketchel. My goodness, another break down the right-hand side. Leah Baker was on that side, and the pass just went around her. It was a nice play by Dallas. Chipped off the boards. Again comes out. Jakuba's got it. She'll take the rush down the right-hand side. She's got numbers with her. Baylog, chipped away as she was trying to pass it off, and Dallas will come the other way. We got to get back. We only got one player back. Caton's there, but Good support there as Balog comes in fast. Aker helped out. Another chip out by Jakuba. Will drive it down the right-hand side again. 6.5 to go here. 3-1 TC. Dallas over the line. Blocked by Caton. Come back to the line. Another shot blocked. Not sure who that block was. That was Ashak making the blocks on the second one. Still mucking around with it at the blue line, though. Now there's a long shot that could have been a save. Might have gone off a player. Hard to tell. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. That was a hooking, as I think Ashak got dumped from behind. No call. TC in their own zone a little too long here. Need to get it out. Need to come up between the dots, get that out. It was knocked out of the air by Dallas. They come up with it. Heavy feet here by both sides. Now Aker with it. I think that's, I'm not sure. It could be Hussey over there. Actually, it's probably Balog still. A cut move to the middle by Nadello. She leaves it off for the D, who's going to drive forward. Balog, long shot and a save. And it comes to the line. TC's got to be careful. There was just a line. It was a line change. Didn't see anyone back. There's Clark now. She steps forward, pushes the girl, stop the rush. Got a bit of space for TC. If we can get the puck to the middle, we do. I think this is now Doyle with Nadello. Not sure. Nadello has it far side. She could throw it low. That's probably Doyle behind the net. Doyle in front looking for a centering pass. Comes up high to Hussey. That was blocked down. Goes to the corner. Now Dallas coming out with it. Dallas around, trying to break around the right-hand side again. They get to it. Centering pass, and that was on its way. I'm not sure that was a save or not. We'll give credit for it. That was a nice looking play. Again, working that right-hand side. We're having trouble defending that. Back in the corner now. There's a big pizza up the middle. It was stopped by Marciello, and that gave the Dallas player a look at it. And Marciello recovers and gets it out of the zone. Now she hands it off back. It was driven forward briefly by Hussey. I'm not sure where she was trying to go with that, but here they come back. All the plays on the far side, hard for us to see. This looks like Rose St. John Poopin. Whips it at the net, but missed by a mile. It's still in the zone, though. It's a shot that shot the stick more than the puck. Now Ashak with it. She tries to make a move around a player. She's stuffed into the corner. St. John Poopin tried to center it. No one there. Now shoveled to the middle, and it was dangerous as it was bouncing around. That was Hussey shoveling it. Whoa, and all of a sudden, we have lost live bar. Holy moly, what the heck? Okay. Otto was gone. We flipped to Pano. Not sure what happened there. That is the same game with a scrum, and I don't have access to Otto. So we'll go Pano. We're not missing much on the scrum as TC comes out with it. Just that camera went down with, looks like just 2.5 to go in the game here. I don't think we've missed much. I think, is there a whistle? There is a whistle. And an arm is up. There could be a penalty here. And it's pointing to the TC side of things. And it looks like Jakuba is looking very guilty, and she's going to get called. And she's making her case that the girl just fell. So we're going to go at the end of the game here, maybe making things a little more interesting. Either another power play here. I do have Otto back. I may flip because it's hard to see, but I'll wait for a play. There's a face-off down low. Dallas still has it. Dallas gets it to the line. Long shot, knocked down. There's a shot attempt there that, wow, it's really hard to see. Holy cow. Down in the corner. They scrum with it. Good job by TC to kind of keep it down low, but it's to the line now. They throw it towards the net. It bounces off of a player. And maybe we can get a clear here. We do. It's an opportunity. I think that looked like Marciello. Goes all the way. I don't want to hit auto during the play, but I'm going to because it's tough to see. Hey, that worked quick. We're back, folks. Minute 43 left, still 3-1. We're on the PK here. That's Sherman guarding center ice. Keeps it to the outside. Dallas to the point. They do a handoff. Sherman watches it. Shot. Blocked away. Dallas still with it, though. They try to feed it in front. Goes by everybody. And now there is St. John Poopin hot out of the box. And that's Ashak with her. Ashak disrupts it. She'll leave it for the D. I think that's Baylog who sends it down. St. John Poopin, there is 30 seconds left in this power play. And if that's correct, it says 1 minute. It should be maybe 7 minutes. I'm not sure. St. John Poopin with it, though. With half a minute to go in the PK, she lost the handle. She'll try to shovel it backhand, but it's not enough. And Dallas comes right back. Dallas up the left-hand side, throws it to the goaltender, and there's a save. So third period, winding down, 3-1. Sherman Marciello will go out to kill this. I think it's Clark still out there. Okay, well, someone's still screaming and yelling. I think that's Lena Kelly out there. I see her standing banging on the glass, so she's had a good view of the game from the wrong side of things. Nice face-off win, and sure that was Marciello came across and sent it out. Here comes Dallas with 28 seconds left in the game here. 3-1, lost the handle as Aker kind of waved her stick at it. There's a bit of a body check at the end of the game by, whoa, and the Dallas player comes right at her, and here they go. You can see that one coming, and the Dallas player throws a couple of punches, and I think that's probably Hussey based on the body position. She put the hand up, and she's pleading her innocence, but that was a nice little hit that Hussey got in. She got a lick in at the end of the game, and she's going to be careful with that concussion. I told her, you're going to play that kind of game, you're going to be careful. He's giving them both a penalty, so I think Hussey's going to pick up a couple minutes. The end of the game, and well, she got her money's worth there. I think that's 2-2. So there's some yelling. You can hear the girls are yelling at each other over the penalty bench. That's always fun. So we set ourselves up for a big one tomorrow morning. The grudge match after both teams here, it looks like, are going to come away with a victory. Face-off is picked up by Team Colorado and sent down the ice. And then it's going to be an icing. And everyone wants this game over. Okay, Coach Karen's yelling something, Delilah, not sure what it was. Somehow Dallas is, I think they may have pulled the goalie here, actually. There's 6 players out there, so opportunity here for a free one if TC can get a line on it, but that'll do it. The game's over. It's 3-1 victory. Shots are 26-18 in favor of TC, who, but that third period there was not much going on there. And lead story, Lena Kelly was kicked out in the first couple shifts of the game, 5 in a game, match penalty for intent to injure on a cross check that we'll have to go take a look at. And not sure, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Early morning game, we'll try to bring it to you on YouTube so all the grandparents can watch it. So not a very particularly exciting game, to be honest. but I think everyone's a bit tired. Second game of the day after travel. So we'll keep this on for a little bit, just to let people catch up before, when I turn it off, it flips to private and disappears briefly until I can reset it. So I'll let it go. We'll talk to you tomorrow.